This from Dawg Pound Daily. 3 low-key free agents Browns must bring back in 2023. Number 3 is A.J. Green. That's a cornerback. Gets overlooked because the Browns' cornerbacks are really good. Number 2 is Chase Winovich. I am intrigued to see what Jim Schwartz would do with him on the edge. You put him out in that wide 9, and that plays to his strengths. And number 1, Sione Takitaki, linebacker. When given the opportunity before he was injured, he was playing really well. I'm on board with all 3 of those, to be honest with you, because I see Winovich as a rotational piece, and they're going to need some of those guys that, not going to play on first down and on second and short, but if you're in a passing situation, bring him in there and say, go get the quarterback.
Yeah, he definitely has a role. It isn't that of a pass rushing rotational defensive end. We didn't really get to see it come to fruition last year because he was injured. So that kind of gives me a little pause. I also do want to see what they can do with Isaiah Thomas. I think that Winovich took a lot of his snaps when he came back, and Thomas ended up being a healthy scratch several times. The A.J. Green, I think that's a no-brainer. They trust him. He's a good outside corner. They can get him on a cheap deal, and he's a very playable piece if he needs to contribute. And he also contributes on special teams as well. The Taki one, I mean, that all comes down to the injury.
Right.
Because if you look at everything else aside, he's an excellent sandbacker. In a pinch, he can play Mike or Will, contributor on special teams, brings an attitude. He's more of a thumper, but it's all about that injury. Like, when's he going to be ready, and what's he willing to sign for?
Yeah, and you could say the same thing about Anthony Walker. You certainly hope Anthony Walker is healthy, and what's he looking for contract-wise, and can they bring him back?